our hopes going into it. So when we bring children in through the door, or when we go into schools, we know the sorts of things that we're looking to do. We're looking to develop these broad skills of confidence, risk taking, agency, authority, as in the ability to see yourself as the author of your work. I suppose we meet the children where they are. Wherever they're starting from. I think I told a story earlier on about a young boy who came in through our door, who told me immediately, said, I'm not creative, and so we've got to work with him as much as we've got to work with the child who comes through the door, who's bursting full of ideas, who can't wait to get these ideas out of their head. So we meet the children where they are. And we know that the approaches that we're using, which are author-led approaches, they're authentic authorial practices. We know that they work because, well, teachers tell us that they work, that we see the difference in what's happening in the classroom, and then we're aiming for sort of real behavioural change. We want to see children enjoying writing, because we know that if they enjoy writing, they're going to do more of it. And if they do more of it and they enjoy it, they're going to do better at it. And those are all things that are they're core skills that all children need. At the same time, we're working on their oracy, we're looking at their communication skills, their presentation skills, and all of these things that throughout today, especially, we've been hearing from all the people from industry telling us this is what we need. So, and those things match up. So yeah, that's the approach we take, and essentially why we take it. At the writer's block, we echo that sort of model of, from the first ideas you've got, from the ideas that work, those that don't work, through to developing those ideas and what do you want to do with that, and what form should it take, through to how do we edit that, through to performing it. And so there will usually, at the end of a block of sessions at the writer's block, we'll have a sharing event where teachers and parents will come in. And you were asking before about the impact. One of the impacts we see is on parents as well, and the understanding of what their children are actually capable of. And we've had parents in tears. We've had parents. I had a father who came up to me at the end of one session and said, he didn't say it in front of the child, but he said, I just didn't really think he had much of an imagination. I didn't think he could tell a story. He said he's just completely shocked us in terms of the story he's just told us. And he was really quite choked up, this guy, because he said I'd underestimated him. And I think we all have these untapped reserves of creativity. It's just finding a way to unblock them. And that's what we're doing. We're looking at ways of inspiring children, sort of lighting their imagination and getting them to engage in the writing fully. And then also, well, okay, once we've got that, how do we craft it? How do we make it? How do we shape it into something you want to share with other people? That's our approach.
Yeah.